Okay. I guess I'm going to be playing Titan Souls today. I had originally planned to stream Dark Souls 3, but it turns out that it's either too demanding or too poorly optimized for the computer I have at the moment. So, I won't say I'm not disappointed, but this is a game I've been wanting to check out for a while, so it's not all bad. And, I'm hoping that by the time I get through this game, um, maybe they'll have released another patch that will let me play Dark Souls 3. I expect it'll take me maybe 2 play sessions to get through this, since I'm doing 2 hours a day, and I think this game probably is about 4 hours. I think it depends a lot on how you play it. It might be shorter. I don't know. So let's see. Got my roll. Got my one arrow. Oh, I see. This is a tutorial sphere. Of course, since I was just playing Hyper Light Drifter not too long ago, I kind of expect to have the little aiming dot when I do this, but no. Okay, and I can cancel that by rolling, which is good to know. Give that eye a poke. So I don't know how much there is to this game aside from the bosses. I know the main thing about it is it's supposed to be sort of a Shadow of the Colossus thing, where you're just taking out these big Titan things. I guess that's a save point. I don't know if there's other components like traversal puzzles or anything like that, or exploration, or if that's the entirety of it. So this guy's just doing his thing. I guess I'm the aggressor here. Ooh. Come on. Oh, nuts. I got kind of trapped in the doorway there. It's an element that isn't like any of the games that I think this is drawing on, that you need to spend some time withdrawing your arrow. And it's an odd enough design element that I wonder what the intent was behind it. Okay, and I do have to hit the heart. Because I gotta stand there while that's going on. I mean, what it feels like is primarily just a way to avoid the problem of the arrow becoming lost and unreachable. And I don't know if there's a deeper intent behind, like, how did they tune it so that the arrow takes that amount of time to start accelerating towards you? Like, I'm not sure what the sort of I don't know, how would I phrase that? The tension is supposed to be there. Like, maybe it's just supposed to be something to keep you on your toes a little bit. But I just find it interesting because it's an element that's dissimilar to any that I know of. Ooh. Oh. Okay, well that's part of it then. You can draw it through things. I didn't actually know that. I've seen a little bit of this game before, but not enough to, pick up on any intricacies. I just saw, oh, okay, like a little gameplay video. That's what that game's about. That's cool. I'll have to check that out sometime. And apparently that sometime is now. So it's a boomerang arrow, kind of. Do tricky things like that. Ah, nuts. He jumped over it. And again. Whoa! Nuts. I pressed the wrong button. I'm wondering if there's a maximum breakdown point beyond which, like, I can just destroy these mini blobs. Like, is it worth it to be going after the little ones at all, or should I just be focusing on the heart? I don't know. But, yeah, that's the gameplay, is figuring that out. I guess what's most likely is the behavior is the same for the little blobs, whether there's a heart in it or not. They're getting more aggressive now, which I guess makes sense because I'm becoming progressively a bigger dick. Ooh. This is not a good place to be. Oh. There's another element I didn't know about. The residue slows you down. Oh, come on. I could have sworn I hit him there. Oh, crud. I thought I had it that time. I'm curious what the properties of this roll are relative to just moving normally. I mean, I know that one property of it is that you can cancel out of shooting an arrow, which is useful. It seems like it moves you only very slightly faster. Nuts. And, as compared to moving normally, you bounce off of walls and you can't change direction. So it seems like a lot of drawback for a fairly small benefit. Yeah, like that, bouncing off of stairs. I wonder if that comes into play in any actual battles, or if that's just a world traversal thing. Ooh. I wonder if that Alphabet is a glyph. Alphabet like the one in Fez. What is it? Oh, I see it. That's not my arrow. Am I supposed to touch these? Okay. Like some kind of asshole monster slayer Cupid now. There's some kind of metaphor there too. I'm sure this game is rife with metaphors. So, are each of these bosses? That seems reasonable to assume. They all have little icons above them like the one I just did. What's past here? Okay, so beat the 4 bosses, and then there's maybe a 5th boss, or maybe there's another set of 4 or something. Let's find out. I feel bad for these doors. I'm constantly poking them in the eye. Whoa. Four. Is that it? It feels like kind of a letdown. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see what's going on over here then. I'm the biggest eye-poking dick. It's ridiculous. I mean, I opened a door by poking an eye, and then I went inside and I poked another eye. I'm noticing a theme here too. What body part is this? Yeah, it's a brain. Am I constructing something? Or deconstructing something? Whoa! Let's see if I can do this in a way that doesn't get me immediately squished. Whoa! I see. Okay. I gotta melt the brain. So now I know hearts are blobs, eyes are lasers, and trapped in blocks, and brains are made of ice. Oh, I see. So what I need to do is I need to be on the opposite side of him when... Oh. Ooh. Nuts. It's a little bit tricky. A lot trickier than that eye puzzle. Which was basically just shoot the eye, which I've done numerous times as I've observed. Is there anything to this here? There is something to this here. But can I do anything with this? Interesting. Oh, I should have noticed that before, I guess. That's quite useful, actually. I should have tried it too, you know, because the whole Souls thing, but... Oh well, live and learn. Woo! Having a hard time understanding the timing on when he does that. I'm not sure if he attacks when I'm close, a certain distance from him, okay. Or is it a timing thing? What? Interesting. So it's an oops. That's a new one. But it's an advantage if I can get him to move slowly over the switch rather than just going over it quickly. I didn't notice at first that the time he was on the switch was tied directly to how long the flame was up, which is important. That doesn't bode well, does it? Nuts. That second part's a lot easier. Having a high body part attrition rate here. Oh, hopefully there's more than just these 4, because otherwise this is not going to last the entire stream as I'd hoped. Interesting, so it can get stuck on a wall. Wasn't this guy in Mario 64 or something? I like how suddenly that cuts off. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be funny, but that's the effect I think it achieves there. So, 3 smush. Oh no, not a set number of smushes. It's based on what side you're on. Ah, whoops. So whenever you switch up, he switches up. That seems manageable. At first I thought it was going to be like he attacks with 3 with the one hand and then attacks 3 times with the other hand and so forth. Stop! What? Kind of a precise shot, it seems, but not too bad. Well, let's see what's next. Another 4, or... Well, that achievement certainly seems to imply that there's going to be a bit more here than just in the end of the game.